entertaining a toddler all day, every day, especially during a quarantine, can be a very difficult task. They are full of energy, eager to explore, and tend to get into all the things that you're trying to keep them out of. I quit my job about a year ago to become a stay-at-home mother with our daughter, who is 1.5. The thing that we keep going back to again and again over the last few months is a sensory bin. Sensory bins are fantastic for helping a child learn, explore the world around them, and work on motor functions. To create a sensory bin, you need a bin, a filler, and tools. The first step in creating a sensory bin is to select your bin. When selecting your bin, you want to consider the child's age and developmental milestones. My daughter's 1.5 and very enthusiastic, so I chose a long and shallow container that allows her to sit inside of it for certain activities such as water play. Another benefit of a long container is that you can use it to help contain the inevitable messes by using it as a base and putting a smaller bin inside of it for the sensory items. Another factor to consider when selecting your container is storing it and the cost of the containers. While larger bins are great for a larger play area, they also can be more difficult to store when it's time to clean up. One solution to this is that you can buy an under the bed storage container for easy cleanup. In considering the cost of your bin, you may want to opt for a few smaller bins from a local discount store rather than spending outrageous amounts of money on something like a water table or containers marketed as sensory bins, which can be more expensive. Once you have your bin, you can move on to the contents. The second step in creating your sensory bin is selecting and preparing your filler. The filler is the main part of the sensory bin and allows for the sensory stimulation for the child. Fillers should also be decided on based on the child's age and development. For younger toddlers, many parents opt for edible fillers such as rice, pasta, or oatmeal in case the child puts it in their mouth. These things can be easily dyed vibrant colors by mixing it with food coloring. For example, I have made sensory rice by mixing the rice with vinegar and food coloring of different colors and then allowing it to dry on paper towels for a few hours. The vinegar helps the food coloring to stick to the rice and keeps it from going onto your child's hands. For older children, they can move on to other fillers such as water beads, sand, and soap for a different experience. No matter the type of filler, they all provide sensory learning through touch, sight, sound, smell, and taste. The various textures of the filler provide sensory learning, such as feeling sand squish between their fingers or pasta sliding around the container. Bright colors engage a child in the sensory learning as they explore the contents. The clash of rice falling through a funnel into a bowl creates an auditory experience. Fillers can even be scented with things like lemon juice and extracts to add the senses of smell and taste. Once you have your filler completed, you can move on to the final step. The final step in creating a sensory bin is adding tools and objects. Tools are used to help the child manipulate the filler, engaging them in sensory play and helping them with their motor skills as well. Tools can be anything from cups to bowls and measuring cups and even Easter eggs. Some of my daughter's favorites are a whisk to make soap bubbles in water play and her toy gardening set that helps her to move everything around and scoop and mix it all up. You can also add various objects to help engage a child. These can be small toys such as blocks, army men, or toy dinosaurs. You can also use educational objects such as refrigerator magnet letters and numbers, or even small animal toys to help the child work on the sights and sounds of those animals. These tools and objects should be geared towards the child's development and what skills they are learning at that time. For example, you could use the educational objects by hiding them in your filler, such as the rice, and then asking your child to find the letter A, or where's the number 2? You can also have your child use a small spoon to scoop up the filler and place it into a small opening of a cup or a bottle to help with their fine motor control. In conclusion, sensory bins are a fun and easy way to help your child learn about the world around them. All you need is a bin, some fillers, and some tools or objects to engage your child. Next time you think that you've run out of things for your toddler to do, you're looking for something, some educational exploration, or you just need something to keep them busy, consider creating a sensor bin.